I envied my friend's cool parents until I spent the night at her house. 15 years later, she thanked me for saving her life. Had you ever realized that what looked like freedom to your child self was actually neglect? When I was 13, my best friend Maddie had what every middle schooler thought was the perfect setup: pardon, no curfew, unlimited screen time, and parents who were cool enough to let her do whatever she wanted. You are so lucky, I'd tell her as my mom texted for the third time asking when I'd be home. Your parents actually trust you, Maddie would just shrug and say, Thad, they're pretty chill. What I didn't understand then was that chill was code for completely checked out. The first time I slept over at Maddie's house, I was shocked. The refrigerator contained nothing but condiments, energy drinks, and a pizza box with one moldy slice left. The bathroom had no toilet paper, just fast food napkins stacked on the tank. Her parents' bedroom door stayed closed all weekend except when her dad emerged briefly to grab another beer before disappearing again. Dinner was whatever we could microwave. Prop roast didn't exist. When I asked if we should tell her parents we were walking to the mall at 9 p.m., Maddie laughed. They won't even notice we're gone. I remember calling my mom from Maddie's landline. This was 2007, before we all had cell phones, and whispering, can you pick me up tomorrow morning instead of afternoon? I couldn't explain why, I just knew I wanted to go home. After that first sleepover, I started inviting Maddie to my house instead. My mom, sensing something was wrong, always said yes. She'd make pancakes shaped like animals and embarrass us by dancing to 2000s pop songs while cleaning. She'd check if we'd done our homework and tell us to go to bed at a reasonable hour. At first, Maddie would roll her eyes at my mom's rules, but soon I noticed she'd ask my mom questions about cooking or help her fold laundry, things I found painfully boring. She started bringing her homework to our house, saying she could focus better. By high school, she was spending 4 or 5 nights a week with us. One night during sophomore year, my mom gently pulled me aside. Honey, does Maddie have enough food at home? Is everything okay there? I finally told her everything. Parity, empty fridge, the absent parents, how Maddie's mom had been passed out on the couch last time I picked her up. The next day, my mom invited Maddie's parents over for dinner. They never showed, but afterward my mom had a long talk with Maddie and made some phone calls. Things changed after that. A social worker started visiting Maddie's house. Her parents were mandated to attend parenting classes and counseling. Maddie was angry with me at first, parent furious that I'd ruined everything by telling my mom. We barely spoke for months. By senior year, though we'd reconciled, her home situation had improved somewhat. Though it was never ideal, we graduated, went to different colleges, and eventually lost touch beyond social media updates. Last month, 15 years after that first sleepover, I received a message from Maddie. She's a pediatric nurse now, married with a 2-year-old daughter. I've been thinking about your mom a lot lately, she wrote. Now that I am a parent, I understand what she did for me. Those nights at your house were the only times I felt like a normal kid, the only times I felt safe. When my daughter was born, I promised her she'd always have toilet paper and breakfast and someone who notices when she's gone. She ended with, I was so mad when your mom called social services, but it probably saved my life. I was heading down a bad path with no one watching. Please thank her for being the parent. Mine couldn't be when I showed my mom the message, she cried. I always worried I overstepped. She said sometimes what looks like freedom to a child is actually the most dangerous kind of abandonment, and sometimes the strict parents are the ones who care enough to show up. I called Maddie last week. Her daughter's name is Michelle Parnt after my mom.